Abusian Phone out of your money now, Quiet Alpha OneTV, Hana all the latest update in the world. Just on subscribe, you know. But more than subscribers and be a big updated. Yes, already in feeling chimna Sabri to Friday near Chimo Parliament House. Now, we chaos. As a misunderstanding, are happening between Afenyo marking and a majority leader, a year Mahama-Majority. Na ninyina ne sen Afenyo marking sorry ni buofu ye pa Kesi President John Dramani Mahama any ministers nyina so mon kanokre ma dada Ghana for ball bosha mo share Ghana nyina mo person be na nyaade so meet so omopa yen organizing elections is so man lusu amayanhwa kekane boso asem ni wie no. At least your representative or more parliament or more represent the president. No leader any Mahama-Majority and what you say. And then the first and last or bit my sorry and alternating obiso. Man in day, man in try beam. Man yana dream say parliament on which will be and I say no ho facing or munina on chomo bibiemo na or say a minority mpo or pound to an infinity. No any pa or mugu on a Ghana for pomo na enitwema mani sorry and fan santinity no so and fan santinity president no so said the president no I no I see a respecting as you say ni koiko bi no any bra papa ya say enya sanketo speaker crampo entimi endumja no yenko nkuti ahwe de ko.
The majority leader has been using this to intimidate the backbench. He is a leader of this house. He shouldn't be doing this. And when it gets to the minority leader, he now takes the stage to be intimidating and directing. We don't know him as a bully. We don't know him as a bully. That's not his training. He should allow the minister to answer the question.
Well, honorable members, I believe the minister is capable of answering the question. So, honorable minister, just provide.
Mr. Speaker, the National Health Insurance Authority will be receiving in total an amount of 9.9 billion. The National Health Insurance Authority will be receiving in total an amount of 9.9 billion Ghana cedis for the year 2025. Mr. Speaker, this is because of the uncapping. The uncapping of the National Health Insurance Levy has made available additional resources worth 4.2 billion Ghana cedis to the National Health Insurance Authority. Mr. Speaker, this is indeed enough for the National Health Insurance Authority to be able to include in their priorities the funding gap as created by the USAID resources. Thank you.
Honourable members, I'm not supposed to take part, but we can all refer to page 137 and 138 of the budget. Honourable, a further supplementary.
This government promised 1.5 billion for the agro sector and made provision for 924 million in the estimate. So don't let us go there. Mr. Speaker, don't let us go there. Don't lead yourself into temptation. The same thing with their big push. They should give proper assurances. They say one thing and do another. It's only talk government. They say women banking only gave 51 million. Women
Honorable Minority Leader, your supplementary question.
Yes, Mr.
Please.
Speaker. They don't keep their promises. Mr. Speaker, I want to know from the Minister of Finance.
Honorable Majority Leader. Honorable Minority, I recognize Honorable Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the minority leader should learn to behave properly in this chamber. He should learn to behave properly in this chamber. Please, let's treat each other with respect. Please, you cannot stand here and just point accusing finger and say they don't keep their promises. This is a government that so far has kept every promise that it has made to Ghanaians. Every promise that we have made to Ghanaians, we have kept. Every promise we have kept. We said we will appoint not more than 60 ministers. We have done so. We said we will do that. We said we are going to abolish taxes. We have abolished the taxes. Every single thing that we've said we will do, we are doing. Go out there and conduct a survey. Every Ghanaian you ask say that they have confidence in John Dramani Mahama and the government, and that they are happy because they have seen that this is a government that keeps its promises. So you cannot stand here and just throw your fingers and then point at us and say we don't keep our promises. The budget has just been brought. We have not yet even considered it. We have not yet even approved it for us to implement our promises. You cannot always stand up and talk as if you are more than anybody in this chamber. Make this your last time. Make this your last time.
Honourable members, the issue of keeping promise or not cannot be a supplementary question to question numbered C. So, Honourable Minority Leader asks a supplementary question.
Mr. Speaker, the leader of government business, who I so much respect, was on his feet to mislead the House. He was not up on a point of order against a question which was yet to be asked. But he talked about proper behavior. But his
Honourable
approach,
Minority
Mr. Speaker,
Leader.
I need to finish. Mr. Speaker, I need to finish.
Honourable Minority
Mr.
Leader.
Speaker, I need to finish.
Once again,
Mr. Speaker, I
will
need to
you
finish.
ask a supplementary question? Honourable Minority Leader, once again, will you ask a supplementary question?
Mr. Speaker, I am asking my supplementary question. However, I need your leave to respond to certain matters that have gone into the record of this House, which matters were raised by the majority leader. And it is my right, far right, to respond to these, because he introduced them. Mr. Speaker, if the majority leader talks about improper behavior, I dare say that his is worse. Because he's saying that his government has kept all promises. Even appointing ministers, you gave a promise last week. The 4 that are remaining, you are refusing to. You can't. Which promise have you kept? Which promise have you kept? You said 30% of women. Have you complied with the affirmative action law? You come here and then you say you kept your promise. Which promise have you kept? Then you say improper behavior. Yours is worse. Women in banking, only 51 million. Agriculture, the farmers, the poor farmers in the north, the poor farmers in the south. What promises didn't you give? Today, you only allocate a paltry sum for the agro sector. The 924 million, a chunk of it goes into compensation. What is the Minister of Agri going to do? A redundant minister? What about your big push? Nothing. And you say you kept your promises. You've not kept your promises. You've not kept your promises. This government is even becoming a lame duck. This government is even becoming a lame duck. If elections are held today, you lose.
Honourable members.
If elections are held today, you become the minority. If elections are held today, you will be the minority. Your majority will go down to less than 100. If you like, declare election. Let the president declare election, and we'll see. If you trust Mr. Speaker, I'm going to ask my question.
Minority Leader.
Can the Minister of Finance assure this House that, true to his commitment in his own budget, he is going to comply with this funding gap. We want assurances because health matters. We are not supposed to joke with them. Is he going to assure this house that he's going to comply and there would be no story?
Honourable members, before giving the floor to the minister to answer the question, I think we owe it as a duty to set the record straight. Honourable members, I was part of the people who shepherded the affirmative action bill into law. Honourable members, if you look at the first schedule of the Affirmative Action Act, the 30% is a range, and the target was up to 2026. The law is very clear. Honourable members, the law is very clear. You can make reference to Schedule 1 of the law. Honourable members, so the information is there very clear in Schedule 1 of the law, based on Section 69. Honourable Finance Minister, you have the floor. You have the floor. Yes, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to use this opportunity to, one, assure the House that unlike the previous government that capped the National Health Insurance levy, we will not cap the National Health Insurance levy. And as such, the National Health Insurance Authority will have enough resources to intervene and be able to resolve all the challenges that has arisen as a result of the amount that is not coming from USAID. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, that will be all for him.
Thank you very much. We move to question number.
For a Parliament ono Mahama-Majority de biano osrepano adibia okasakra no osre bufukra no osre no ene dina ni buafi akeka na adweye pa na edis oyesa because Afenyo marking I try so many times say this government obe downgrade no obe mana kwa say the NPP ni NDC epe na even pono NDC crowd the west obe painting picture bi as say Ghana for a mistake Kesi pa se omoto abama Mahama. Now so no Ghanaians approve every time bi ombenye biano through their speaking, through their actions bi actually say omunu omoda and omu say the right decision pa no me yes omode Mahama and Professor Jinano Pukwaji bai tikasisi no inkamba ba me na president na po na vice. Now, omunyanya sa position of cramp on face na no msi treaty Ghana for omu treaty Ghana basa na komunya sa position no ma say Ghana see last time na ma say win election there be incident so Mahama-Majority ensem nyina say ma Afenyo marking enye sa di ni biem se wasore pa kan buso asem tentrene sa echire president say as is a president na Akroma bi as if say onu oppose sin Ghana ni penyina onimnyasa sin Ghana ni penyina nanso onhu ne se onimnyasa sa onhu ne se onimde sin president no onche Mahama obibie mu ni power fight so opeso be president no onche o Mahama obibie mu ade obitim de ache na ne se no otwantoro baomiana fight man ade obitim de ache Mahama as otwantoro ɛno kwa na bitim dia channel but say eba nimdie mu ene se de nsi hyehyɛ amammu pa dia on channel bibie mu to unjai sa omoto na mposo sabotage aban no because this time no omontena ho enhwe Afenyo marking biem because omatena wa hu say adwumbɔne abanitrim how come say my Ghana abrosi mama Ghana abokasi ma say Ghana see na no wia ma sa back as if say NDC for no mobile 3 months grandma yo as if so mobile ya na Ghana say meanwhile ni ma boni ni ma tantan na ma no e no mo solve mo some person better is o mo be solve and I'm sorry, I'm more active. A picture we say Mahama the worst president. Now so now the whole kind of Ghana footy. Ghana phone we say you people no I was somewhat change. Na se bi musin yan se be grandpa na man baby. Nanka NDC timinya time di Ghana so nche because a ban air health, education, agric, all the sectors no. Baby no bit makers or had the point to say had the multi bibi ono die there be taxes ni nyina so ehu hia no sa aso Ghana for so na workers up ya organize elections this year no mo bedi nkonim no echesen oja for men ko bi because so dey update na bro subscribe na share ma nya so dey NKP update ni Akroma.